Alright. Let's try another little experiment. Grab me that blowtorch over there. It's already melting. Yeah, I don't even need the blowtorch, honestly. But just to speed things up a little bit. What's gonna happen? No water. Why though?
Because it's not water in the first place. It's chemical competition.
Why wouldn't it turn to a liquid though? Yeah, exactly. Can everyone learn, please? I'll tell you why that's happening too. Why isn't it going to become a liquid? Eat off. Huh? Why? What's wrong with Earth? There's not enough what? There's not enough pressure. Problem is, these pliers are hot now. Look, there's no drips though.
Well, that's cool.
Where is it going, Miss Pontes? Dummy.
How was that video? No, she held a piece of little piece of China and she was like, doesn't ever like
Yeah, listen. That's not smart, and let me tell you why, okay? Because what it does, it's not burning you, it's freezing you, and what it's doing is it's giving you frostbite. Frostbite doesn't go away, so that means whenever your hand gets cold, that part of your hand is going to get cold the fastest, and it's not going to warm up. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Stupid. Well, that's why I didn't let him hold it for long, because it takes a little bit of time. You obviously held it too long.
I watched a movie called Frozen, this girl, and these like two guys, they're stuck in like a
Where is it going? Raise a hand and get called on. Raise a hand and get called on. Yes, Miss. I'll wait. Yes, Miss Etoff. It's going into the air as a gas, so it's not disappearing. We can watch it. Forget the movie. We can watch it become a gas a little faster because I can heat it up a little bit faster. And this way here, you're going to see the gas bubble through a liquid. Like this. What's cold? How cold is the dry ice? Raise a hand, get called on, get a lollipop. Conley? Excellent. Can you tell us what that is in Fahrenheit?
I know. It's 109.3 degrees Fahrenheit. Do I get a lollipop?
Oh my gosh, that smells weird. It smells weird.
It looks like
It's carbon dioxide. Let's take a look at carbon dioxide and make some observations. Raise a hand, get called on, make an observation about carbon dioxide gas, and get a lollipop. Yes. You want to take a picture? Go ahead, do it quietly. What tells you that? Carbon dioxide gas is more dense than nitrogen, the most abundant gas in the atmosphere, and oxygen. We can see it's going down. You can see it's going down. It is more dense. It is more dense. What do you think happens to the molecules? Hit the mouse over there. Just move the mouse.
Move it.
It's happening. What do you think? Here's carbon dioxide. Here is what it might look like as a solid.
Oh, are you gonna?
Here is water. Here's water might look like if we could draw it out with the molecules as ice. What do you think? Is it blinking? It doesn't burn you. It freezes you. So, freeze or burn. If you were to hold dry ice long enough, it would hurt a lot, and you'd get frostbite. And frostbite's really bad to get, because when you get frostbite, that part of your hand or whatever part gets it kind of dies, and it'll always get cold first. It'll never go away. So bad idea to handle dry ice. Really bad idea. Yeah, Len? Again, it's cold enough. How cold is dry ice? Raise a hand, get called on. Yes? All right, I like it. Very cold. You didn't get a paper. John? Negative 80 degrees Celsius. Does it give us it in Fahrenheit? It's negative 109 degrees. Negative 109 degrees. Thank you. I don't know where Barton is. He's killing me right now. Yes? Move that mouse around, Anthony, to pull the screen back up. The mouse on my desk, just move it a little bit. Awesome job, thank you. All right, Denzel. One of my students eventually is going to be coming through that door with a piece of ice. Regular ice. What's going to happen when I heat that up? It's going to go from a solid to a what? Wow, nice. Let's see if that's true. Let's see if that's true. Whoa, sit down please. There's a lot of hot stuff over here. Let's try it. Here's a piece of ice. Here's some heat. There's enough heat on this thing actually that's melting it. You say it's going to become a liquid? Look, it already is. It is becoming a liquid. Oh my God, Denzel was right. Now he knows all this stuff. Kids constantly reading. Constantly. His passion for reading fires me up. How about one of my 8th grade students now? What's going to happen when I heat up the dry ice? Tania McDuffie. Anthony! It's not going to melt. It's going to stay ice? Really? It'll melt a little bit. It is going to go from solid to liquid? You don't know. Len? It's going to stay solid. It's not going to change phases. Yes? It's going to become vapor or gas? Can't wait to get him in 8th grade, 7th grade. What do you say, McGovern? It's going to turn into a gas. Why won't it become a liquid? It sublimates. When something goes straight from when something goes from, let's say, solid to liquid, we say it's melting. When something goes from solid to gas, skips liquid altogether, we say that sublimates. It's sublimating. The question is, why is this going to sublimate? Why is it going to skip the liquid phase? Yeah, Len? It's called dry ice because it never becomes a liquid. So yeah, if you want to keep something cold and not end up with a pile of melted water, ice, you use dry ice because there is no liquid going to happen. But why is there not going to be liquid? Yeah, Mr. Bonnet? Great question. Let's get back to that in a second. Great question. Yeah? You guys are killing me. Why is this not going to become a liquid? What two factors determine what phase something is in? I have plenty of heat. I'll heat that thing as hot as it can get. Yeah, Raymond? I'm going to have plenty of temperature. What am I not going to have enough of to see liquid carbon dioxide? There's not going to be enough. There's not going to be enough pressure. There's not going to be enough pressure. You look at the phase diagram right here. Here's 1 atmosphere for planet Earth. 1 atmosphere. Water becomes ice at 0 degrees. Or water, depending on which way you're going. 0 degrees. And it's water from 0 all the way to 100. See me after school, Mr. George. At my place. Bad joke. One atmosphere. Look at 1 atmosphere here. Please look at it. 1 atmosphere here.
Just look at it.
Carbon dioxide. At 1 atmosphere, what temperature does it sublimate at? 78.5. When does it become a liquid at 1 atmosphere? When does it become a liquid at 1 atmospheric pressure? It doesn't. Thank you. One person looking. Thank you. At 1 atmosphere, it goes straight from solid to gas. How much atmospheric pressure would I need to answer Mr. Bonner's question to see liquid carbon dioxide? How much atmospheric pressure would I need to see liquid carbon dioxide? Look at the graph, Pacheeks. Yeah? Good. I'd need more than 5.11 atmospheres of pressure to see liquid carbon dioxide. So Len said nothing's going to happen. Some people said some other things. You said it's going to turn to gas. Actually, Denzel is the one who said it's going to turn to gas. Because the pliers are very... It's not dripping. Denzel was right. It's becoming a gas. Oh my God. I can make it become a gas a lot faster. If I put some hot water in there, it'll become a gas a lot faster. Oh, this is off. Poop. This isn't going to be that hot, but it'll work nonetheless. So now, what is the white stuff that you see? Someone from Mr. Bonner's class. What is that white stuff? Yeah? It is gas, you're right. It is vapor. Vapor and gas are the same thing, you're right. What kind of gas is that? Yeah, Denzel? Neutrons. Oh, you're thinking liquid nitrogen? This isn't nitrogen. This isn't nitrogen. This is this. This is it's carbon dioxide. You inhale it all the time. I will tell you this. The guy I bought the box from yesterday said something smart to me. I said, it's going to be in my trunk. I know I'm going to lose some at night because even at night here, even if it's 0 degrees, it's still way hot enough for this to become a gas. So I know some of the solid carbon dioxide I bought yesterday, I know I'm going to lose some of it over the course of the night, even though it's 0 degrees out. That's still hot for carbon dioxide. Guy said, you're going to leave it in your trunk all night? I said, yeah. He said, all right, well, make sure you air out the car before you get in it. I said, you know what? Smart. I can think of that. Why am I airing out my car before I get in it? With dry ice in there all night, yeah? Carbon dioxide's poison? My car is full of carbon dioxide. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, smart! Anything but oxygen is poisonous. So when people say, is that poisonous? Anything you breathe, if you're not breathing oxygen, you're dead. So if my car is filled with carbon dioxide, I get in there and shut the door, and I pass out and drop dead because there's no oxygen in the car. The oxygen has been pushed out by the carbon dioxide that's supplemented from my trunk. Because that's what I said to him. I said, well, it's going to be in the trunk. He said, oh yeah, it'll get in the car. I said, yeah, you're probably right. Trunk's not airtight. Definitely not. Alright, so plain and simple. This is what dry ice is. Here are the molecules that make it up. This is what it looks like solid state. What is changing about these molecules? What is changing about these molecules? How are they behaving differently? How are they behaving differently? Yeah, Mike? Good job. They're moving faster. Let me ask you this. Solid carbon dioxide, when it becomes a gas, does it size change? Does the volume change? No. No. Yes? When it changes, when it sublimates, when it goes from a solid to a gas, what it's doing now. It changes volume? What changes about the volume? What changes about the amount of space that carbon dioxide takes up as a solid as compared to a gas? That's true. Let me ask you this, Joe Wow. Does it expand when it heats up? Does it contract when it heats up? Does it do nothing when it heats up? Does it get bigger, smaller, or stay the same? Things that heat up expand and get bigger. Good job. Please remember that for the rest of your life. Please remember that for the rest of your life. Well, we can prove that. We can prove that. We can prove that. We can prove that a couple of ways. Let's try and prove it this way first. Let's prove it this way first. Let's do this. Let's take a plastic bag. Because if it's expanding right now, which it is, you're right, it is expanding. But you know what? It's just spreading out in the room. It's hard to see that it's expanding. If we put it in a sealed container, then we'll probably be able to see that expansion better. This water is getting cold, and there's actually ice forming on the outside of this container. Where's that water coming from? What? It's purposely trying to aggravate me. It's coming from the air around it. If you look at the box, there is some ice that's formed on the box. That's water. That's water. Water from the air that got near the box that is extremely cold, that froze. So, Joel says things that heat up expand. So there's the carbon dioxide. It's already heating up because the air in this room is hot enough. But we'll speed the heating process a little bit with some water. And in order to see that, we'll have to seal the container to see if it really does expand. Yeah? There was. There was. The cloud is actually a mixture of carbon dioxide and water. So that's why you don't see it. Joao, is it expanding? Why is it expanding? Why is it expanding? It's expanding because it's heating up. It's expanding because it's heating up. Let's try and prove it expanding in another way. Let's try and prove it another way. Let's try and prove it another way. Put some dry ice in here. No, because it'll burn your hand. It's freezer burn. It kills the cells in your hands. It doesn't burn. It doesn't. It freezes your hand. What? How cold is your sleeve? I can't hear you, buddy. You don't want to hold it again, because if it touches your skin. Oh, okay. Alright, I haven't tried this yet. We'll see what happens. The same process. It's heating up. It's expanding. Let's try and see if we can seal this somehow. I'm going to seal it with, I'm going to seal it with a film of soap. I haven't done this before, so if it doesn't work, then. Exactly. If it doesn't work, blame the internet. But that's not really what I wanted, but... Joel, why is it expanding? Why is it expanding? Why is the carbon dioxide expanding? No, that's proving that it's expanding. That's proving that it's expanding. Mike, why is the carbon dioxide expanding? Yeah? Why is the carbon dioxide expanding? The bubbles just prove that it's expanding. Yeah, Mr. George? Why is carbon dioxide expanding? Yeah? The soap is just proving that it's expanding. This carbon dioxide is expanding the same as this one. But this one we can't see because there's no soap bubbles to prove it. Why is the carbon dioxide expanding? Maldonado? Because it's heating up. Because it's heating up. Things that heat up expand. Things that heat up expand. Alright. Let's try something else. I need a towel. Yeah, you can feel the bubbles. It cools the water pretty quick, so it slows down fast, which is why I have this heater here. Alright, I need actually clean water. Sorry, someone's going to run to the sink and get me clean water. Just hurry up. Right to the fountain. Right to the fountain. Right to the fountain. Right to the... It's just, I'll tell you what. I'll, Here, you want to pass some around back there? And you put that in there then. Alright! Alright, look up here. I can show you that in a second. Bigger and better. This stuff right here. Alright, lesson learned. Bad idea. This stuff right here is called bimethyl blue. It's used in science to detect carbon dioxide. I put a little of this in water. It's blue. It's blue. It changes color in the presence of carbon dioxide. Go figure. I got a lot. Sorry. Alright. This will change color in the presence of carbon dioxide. What's going to happen when I put dry ice in there? What's going to heat up? The dry ice? Smart. The dry ice is going to heat up. What is dry ice, Joel? Is it water? Is it H2O? Solid carbon dioxide. Watch. Guys, check this out. Watch this. See this? use this to check carbon dioxide levels in bodies of water. In bodies of water. It's called bromethyl blue. Alright, listen. Let's try something harder now, okay? This didn't work in the first class. We're going to try again. Let me see. No problem. Let's try something harder. Mr. Bonner asked, he's not here anymore, if it was possible to see liquid carbon dioxide. Where's the pressure? What will I need in order to see liquid carbon dioxide?
Pressure.
Yes? Martin? More pressure. More pressure. Here's the mechanism we're going to try to use to increase the pressure. I'm going to use this little pipette, it's called. I'm going to cut the top off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some dry ice. I want to put some dry ice in this pipette. And what I want to do is in order to fit it in this little hole, I'm going to have to bang it up a little bit, powder it up a little bit. Alright, then I'm going to scoop some in here. Not funny, not appropriate, horrible. Cool. Alright, here it is. I'm going to put it on the projector. Everyone's going to be able to see it. Anthony, can you move that chair back a little bit? Keep going. Back, back, back. Left. Yep. Keep going. Go, go, go. Good, good, good. Perfect. Sorry. Yes. Put it away. To the phone? Here's another cool thing. If you look at this now, what you have here is the dry ice coated in a layer of frozen water, because the water that gets near it instantly freezes. So that's the dry ice in the frozen water around it. Freezes water instantly. It's very, very cold. Sorry. Some of it's melting. Oh, the cup melted. I gotta go get another one. No, I'll just use this. What a piece of crap cup that is. Alright. Shh, look. Here's the mechanism we're gonna try and use. I have carbon dioxide in here. It's about half full. What I'm gonna need to do is increase the pressure. As the carbon dioxide sublimates, which it's going to do, the pressure is going to increase, just like in the bag. What I need to do is seal this. Here's what I'm going to use to seal it. I'm going to use a flat piece of metal and a round piece of metal. That's what the guy on the internet told me to do. And I'm going to clamp it shut. Pressure is going to increase. Now, one of two things is going to happen. The pressure is going to increase. The pressure is going to increase. The pressure is either going to increase enough where the solid carbon dioxide is going to become liquid. Or what? Or what? Or the pressure is going to become too much for this piece of plastic and it's going to pop. One of those two things is going to happen. Alright, so let's try it and find out. And I need you to move back, buddy. Keep going. Back, back, back. And look right up here. Let me put a little more water in here. Trying to make it as clear as possible to see. Alright, there it is. Alright, I'm going to clamp it. Keep your eyes on it very carefully because, again, you're going to see one of two things. Something's going to happen. Either, again, the plastic's going to hold and we're going to get how much pressure in there before... What's the pressure going to be at if we start seeing liquid? 5.11 or greater. So if we see liquid, we know the pressure got to 5.11 or greater without the plastic breaking. What happened in the last class is the plastic broke. Let's try it, though, and see what happens. Let's try it. And the other part of this is me keeping my hand steady. Can't handle it. Container can't handle it. Let's try it one more time. The thing is, too, like, I could try... What would be the problem with putting it in a stronger container, like a glass bottle? Yeah, the glass bottle is going to explode. That would be bad. What, bath? No, as soon as the carbon dioxide all becomes a gas, that's over. Alright, we'll try it one more time.
Are you taking a video of this?
I am.
Wait, so if your hand freezes from that, can you have failing back after that?
No, you can't. Alright, here we go, one more time. Alright, there it is. Gotta look carefully at the bottom. These things stink. The thing is, you have to use something that's strong enough to hold 5 atmospheres of pressure, but also weak enough that it doesn't become a bomb, because that can very easily happen. Water bottle. Great idea. Watch. Great idea.
Hey, yo, you in the denim leotard.
Me?
No, not you. You in the mom jeans.
Me?
No, not you, Mom. You. Me? Yeah, I want you to go to geico.com and save some money, huh?
Mom jeans. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15%.
It doesn't play loud, so you gotta listen.
90% of your body. Now, a liquid like water gets heated up and it boils, cool it down and it freezes. But not everything transitions so gracefully between states. Here we've got some solid water, some solid carbon dioxide. Solid water is going to melt exactly like you would expect. Liquid. Carbon dioxide.
It's not gonna do anything, buddy. Yeah, you can.
Because it skips liquid, it can have extremely explosive results. Dry ice is just solid carbon dioxide. It freezes at about 107 degrees below zero Fahrenheit.
Vivas.
Water is at room temperature.
What happens to things when they heat up?
Different from the dry ice. So it melts really
What?
quickly, but carbon dioxide skips the liquid and goes
Horrible.
directly to a gas. Because it skips
It expand. They expand. Their volume increases.
Why is Jeff cutting up pieces of dry ice on a bandsaw?
And that gas, or that solid that expands into a gas, will build up a lot of pressure.
Dry ice
It will build up a lot of pressure. That pressure can be dangerous.
An extra lean cut of dry ice is easier to cram inside a bottle.
As soon as this converts to gas, it wants to take up about 1,000 times the volume that it currently is.
It expands 1,000 times.
It'll be 500 times the
Yes.
volume of these bottles. You can guess what's going to happen then. Yeah, I think we're going to have one of our patented kabooms. Well, we like kabooms, right? So it will probably go kaboom.
Matt and his high-speed cameras are now set up to capture every millisecond of explosive force from the bottle as the carbon dioxide gas expands.
We've got eye protection already. I think we're good to go. I'm just going to add some hot water to accelerate the reaction. I'm going to accelerate my exit. So when you cover this, we leave.
Ignition,
Ready? Yep. Fire hole.
countdown.
Goodbye. Yeah. No, it's going to happen.
Did we mention this could just be a theory?
All right.
Watch it in slow-mo.
We got that. The triggers were set. We should have it. I just have to restart my art first.
After an onset defib, we played back our footage at 5,000 frames per second.
Wow. Even that is so fast. That's less than 1,000 of a second. Literally propelled right at where we were. Yeah, that whole thing took less than 100th of a second for it to move several feet. That thing is going amazingly fast.
Now we're showing you this a few times so you know what it looks like, so you never ever feel like trying it yourself. Dry ice or not, this is a real explosion, and not something anyone...
That expanding gas will create a lot of pressure.
We're all pretty familiar.
Dude, we just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance with Geico. Let's celebrate.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Come on, it'll be fine. I just...
Let's not.
No one tried it.
No! Not only is that a bomb that will be considered a bomb by law enforcement officials, they get you in a lot of trouble. You will blow your damn hand off. Do not, they won't sell you dry ice anyway, but bad idea. Horrible idea. Alright, I'll tell you what, if Mr. George and Mr. Bonner's students want to come and see this on their way out, that's great, and you guys are going to be out of here in a second, but, you know, it's just, again, it's just sublimating very fast. This is hot water. Hot water, so it sublimates fast. It sublimates fast. It's just carbon dioxide. It's just carbon dioxide. Alright, you're welcome, guys. Good job. Good job.
Are you done?
I'm done. Yeah. You're welcome. Good job. See you in a couple years. Good job, guys. It's just carbon dioxide. Yes, again. All right, bye. It's just water vapor and carbon dioxide.
So if I wanted to do it, I could?
Go ahead.
Let's get closer. Yeah, it's a hurt. It's a hurt. Keep on that really front. Should I do it? Okay. That's it. That's it.
No! Apparently I could look at it.
Wait, no,
I'll
no,
get
no,
a
no,
little
no,
closer.
no, no.
I agree. But let's just prove it to make sure. Here's a piece of ice. I'm going to heat it up. And we'll see if you are right. He is right. That is right. It is becoming a liquid. It is becoming a liquid. Good. Good call. Solid to liquid. Why did it become a liquid? Good job! Because it's getting heated up. This is going to be a problem because see now this is already hot. Alright, let's try another piece of ice. Not if you don't hold it that way. Another piece of ice. What's going to happen when I heat it up? Huh? It's going to go from solid to what? Is it becoming a liquid? Why? It's dry ice? Why is it dry? What? Great question. Why isn't it becoming a liquid? Yeah, Joe? There's not enough pressure? Wow, Joe, you're smart. It is changing though, right? It was getting smaller, right? So where was it going? Nowhere. Tooth Fairy Magic Land. Where is it going, Natalie? It was going from a solid to a what? It skipped becoming a liquid altogether. Joe said because there wasn't enough pressure. And he's right. Now I can heat it up even faster by pouring some hot water in there. And it will become... Now this is regular. This is water. This is water. H2O. And when it heats up, it becomes... This water is hot, so I'm just heating it up. But it's becoming liquid. You can... I don't want the outside, but you can see inside there's liquid in there. Right? See it inside the jar? The water heats up, it becomes a liquid. When this heats up, it doesn't become a liquid. It skips the liquid phase altogether. Goes right from solid right to gas. Where's my small beaker? Over here. I'm just using this pot here to keep the water warm because warm water works better for this. Skips the liquid straight to gas. Straight to gas. What kind of gas is this? Yes? Good job. This is carbon dioxide gas. So that ice that you saw was not water. It was carbon dioxide solid. So if that's carbon dioxide gas, what can we say about it? Where is it going when it comes out of the jar? It is going to the air. Where though is it going? Where is it moving to? It's going lower? How many years before I get him in science class, Mr. LeGrand? Can't wait. One more year. It's going down. Why? Why would it be going down? Why is it going down? What can we say about carbon dioxide as compared to the other air in this room? Mostly nitrogen and oxygen. Mostly nitrogen. Yes? It's even. Who said it? Good job! It's heavier. Carbon dioxide gas is heavier than nitrogen and oxygen. It goes down. It goes down. It goes down. Is it carbon dioxide? I'll tell you what. Here's the way we can prove it. Here's the way we can prove that it's carbon dioxide. This is... You know what, I'm not sure if it's carbon dioxide now or not. This stuff here is a chemical compound, and I can't pronounce it. It's called bromethyl blue. It's called bromethyl blue. It is used as an indicator to indicate the presence of carbon dioxide in water supplies. So if you're curious whether or not there's carbon dioxide in something, you can use some of this to determine it. It is blue naturally. And I put a little in there and you see that, yeah, it is blue. Now, if there's carbon dioxide in there, it's going to become yellow. So let's find out if this ice that I have over here is carbon dioxide. Who did the reading? You, Colin? If this is carbon dioxide solid, how cold is it? Yeah, Derek? Excellent. It is negative 80 degrees Celsius, which translates into about negative 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Thank you. That's the perfect. It's about 109 degrees, negative 109 degrees. If it's carbon dioxide, let's find out if it is. It is carbon dioxide. It is carbon dioxide. Wow, that happened fast. It took longer in the other classes. The water's hot, so what you're seeing here is not just carbon dioxide, because if it was just carbon dioxide, you wouldn't see anything. It's a mixture of carbon dioxide and water vapor. That's why you can't see it. Yeah, it's just carbon dioxide. Is it safe to breathe in? Although I'll tell you, when I bought it last night, the guy said something smart. Because I asked him, I know that even in the trunk of my car, the carbon dioxide, that has to be negative 80 degrees Celsius. I knew my car was not going to be that cold because it was only about, I don't know, negative 2, 3, 4, 5 degrees Celsius last night. I knew that it was going to be warm enough for the carbon dioxide to become a gas. And he did too. So I said, how much am I going to lose? He says, well, you'll lose about half the box. So I bought a box for 40 bucks, and about half of it, over the course of the night, became a gas, which obviously I don't have any way of grabbing and containing, and it's no use to me. What's used to me is the solid state. But he said, when you get in your car, make sure you open the windows and air out the car. And I said, oh my God, that's smart. Why? Yeah? Car will blow up? Carbon dioxide is not flammable. No. Yeah? Yeah, so I don't die from oxygen deprivation. Because if I get in my car quick enough and shut the door, I guess if the car was full of carbon dioxide, that means it's not full of oxygen. And that means I could die. So yeah, that was smart. He told me to air out the car. I said, you know what? Good idea. Let me do that. What happens to things that... Why is the carbon dioxide going from a solid to a gas? You just told me a second ago. Yeah? No, I'm saying, but why is it becoming a gas? Why is it going from a solid state to a gaseous state? Why is it going from this to gas? Slides. Because it got hot? Excellent. It's heating up. It's heating up. And what happens to things that heat up? This is what the dry ice looks like if you were to look at a picture of the molecules, the carbon dioxide molecules together. Look like that. What happens to the molecules when they heat up? Yes? They get excited. They do. They get excited. And how do they display their excitement? They spread out? So you're telling me when things heat up, they spread out? Yes? No? Anyone want to help her out? Final answer? Go ahead. Yeah? They don't spread out. Crowther? What happens to things when they heat up? Do they spread out? No? They don't? Laws? They do? Yes? Yes, Aaron? They do spread out. So when things heat up, they spread out. They expand. So when things heat up, they expand. Alright. Hard to see here, though, because if it's expanding, I can't really see it. It's all in the... I can't tell. I really can't tell. So... let's make it easier to see. We'll put some in here. And that's heating up. I'm going to heat it up faster. I'm just going to put some water in there to heat it up, but that's already heating up because it has to stay at negative 80 degrees. It's way hotter than that in here. So it's already heating up. I'm just going to heat it up faster. And let's see if things do expand when they heat up. Oh, they do. They do. Wow, that's happening fast, and I know why. Because this water is way too hot. This water is way too hot. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. That expanded really fast. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. This water is cooler. This water is cooler. This water is even cooler. So the dry ice is in there, and it's heating up, for sure. It is heating up. Is it expanding? So things that heat up do expand. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Very important that you understand that. Look, it's still expanding. At least now we know that they do expand. Easy way for me to cool this water down is to do this. Alright, don't move back. There's electricity involved here. That's always bad around a lot of water. Alright, let's see another way that it's making a mess. I unplugged it, so it's all good. Here's another way we can prove that it's expanding. Let me move this just so people listen to what I'm saying. Here's another way to prove that it's expanding. Because when there's, I know, that's way more interesting than me. I know. Here's another way to prove that it's expanding. Because when it becomes a gas, you can't see it, right? You can't see the gas. Well, I mean, you see it coming out, but it mixes with the other gases in the room. It's not contained. It's not contained in anything. If we want to contain it, though, we can just add some soap. And then we can contain it in bubbles. We can contain it in bubbles. It does expand. Look, there it is. It's all expanding. Because all that gas was right in here. No, it is expanding. They're really not because I'm pouring hot water in there. Here. Alright, don't goof around near that stuff. Is that alright, thing, Rand? Touch some? It's getting cold now. Alright, sit, please, sit. Let's try something harder, though. Let's try something harder, and I'll be honest with you. Hasn't worked yet. Actually, you know what? Before we try something harder, we got time. Let's take a real close look, actually, at what's happening. Let's take a real close look. Let's take a real close look. Put some water. Let's take a real close look this time. See what's happening. I think it's good with the light on, yeah. Put a few pieces in there. Watch carefully, because if you don't, you ain't gonna see anything. That's... Look at the pieces, though, of carbon dioxide solid. What do you think is going to happen around that extremely cold carbon dioxide? What do you think is going to happen? Yeah? Yeah, and what's going to happen to liquid water when it gets cold enough around the solid carbon dioxide? It's going to freeze? The water is going to freeze. Good job. Water is going to freeze. And eventually what you'll notice is that the water gets cold, which slows down this process, and the water freezes right around the carbon dioxide. The water freezes right around the carbon dioxide, and then in order for the carbon dioxide to sublimate, it has to poke little holes in the ice. I'll show you this better in a second. But what happens is, yeah, the water freezes right around it. The water freezes right around it. Yeah? How would the water be able to do that? What do you mean? Yeah, freeze on it. Yeah. The water loses enough energy to the carbon dioxide that it becomes a solid. You just read that. Carbon dioxide is negative 80 degrees Celsius. So it's about a negative 110 degrees. Now I'm guessing that it's already, well, let's see. See, the water did freeze right around it. See, the water is frozen right around the carbon dioxide, which is why the carbon dioxide now is not going anywhere. The water has frozen right around it. So now you have little carbon dioxide solid blocks in there, surrounded by solid water, and that solid water is stopping them from becoming a gas, which is why you're hearing little pops. Which is why you hear little pops as the carbon dioxide tries to escape from the water. It's very cold. You want to hold it? Cold, right? Yeah. Thank you. It's cold. It's cold. You don't want to hold it too long. You'll get freezer burn. You'll get frostbite. Easy, easy. Yeah, it's cold, right? See? Yeah. It's going to freeze the water in your mouth. It's going to freeze the water in your stomach. Bad idea. Bad idea. Let's try something harder. Hasn't worked yet. We're going to try it. Delfino, my class. Why doesn't carbon dioxide become a liquid? Why does it go straight from a solid to a gas? What two things determine what phase it's going to be in, Miss McDuffie? What two factors determine whether it's going to be solid, liquid, or gas? There are two factors. Talked about them yesterday. The temperature is one. Yes, Miss Johnson? Shh. She just said temperature and pressure. So listen, do I have enough heat to turn carbon dioxide into liquid? Hell yeah. I got plenty of heat. I got heat here. I'll torch the things. I got heat in abundance. Why is it not becoming a liquid? There's not enough pressure. There's not enough pressure. Can I increase the pressure in this room? In this room? Where can I increase the pressure? In a sealed container. In a sealed container, I can increase the pressure. Great idea, yes, so we can all be blinded by shards of glass. Why didn't I think of that? Honestly, though, what you say is important. Because what I really need in order to try and get liquid carbon dioxide in this room is a container that's strong enough to hold how much pressure? How much pressure does the container need to hold in order for me to see liquid carbon dioxide? How much pressure? Crowther? Please stop with that phone before I smash it. How much pressure do I need to see liquid carbon dioxide? Here is water, the phase diagram for water. Here is the phase diagram for CO2, carbon dioxide. How much pressure? Y-axis. You gonna help them out, Miss McGovern? I would need at least 5.11 atmospheres of pressure to see liquid carbon dioxide. Here is Earth's atmosphere, 1. That's why it goes straight from solid to gas. I need to be above this in order to see liquid carbon dioxide. So this container needs to hold 5.11 atmospheres of pressure in order for us to see liquid carbon dioxide. Now, in the last class, the ones I used didn't work. These, I just opened a new pack. Look a little stronger. Let's try it. Because one of two things is going to happen when I put the carbon dioxide in here and seal this. Anyone want to tell me what one of those two things is going to be? Yes? Yeah, the pressure might be too much for this the container and it might pop. Or what else could happen? Yeah? It'll turn into a liquid and we'll actually get to see it. We'll actually get to see liquid carbon dioxide. I'll bet you never get to see it again. Except in a YouTube video. Alright, in order for me to get in there, I gotta make it smaller. I'm gonna hammer it. If you notice about it, it flows almost frictionlessly, because as it's becoming a gas, it creates it almost levitates off the ground. So it will slide very easily along surfaces once it heats up enough. Ah, well, this floor is very rigid. Alright. No. Because you'll get freeze burn. You'll have frostbite. You think it's going to pop? Derek, water bottle can't handle 5 atmospheres of pressure? You don't think? Alright, so I got some in there. Carbon dioxide. It is going to be a solid, and then it's going to be a gas at 1 atmosphere. What I'm going to do, though, is clamp the top and try and create more than 1 atmosphere of pressure. More than 1 atmosphere of pressure. Alright, and we're going to heat it up. I'm going to put it in this water. Not only that, this water is going to make it easier to see. You're going to need to look very carefully. This is the device I'm going to use to seal it. There's a flat piece of metal and a round piece of metal. This one definitely looks beefier than the ones I was using before. So we may have a shot. We may have a shot. We'll see. I haven't clamped it yet, so pressure's not changing. It's sublimating, yes. It's going from solid to gas, but pressure's not changing because its top's not closed. Alright, let's close the top and see what happens. I haven't closed it yet. Alright, here we go. This is tough. This is tough. We'll try it and see what happens. Stupid thing. Alright, here we go. Look at the bottom. See if you see any liquid. Doesn't work. It's not tight enough. See, the pressure's building up. Can't handle it. Can't handle it. Plastic. Let me show you another plastic one though. So you talk about water bottles. Can the water bottle handle that kind of pressure? I don't know if the water bottle can handle 5 atmospheres. It might be able to. But I can tell you this.
Dude, we just saved a bunch.
I can tell you this. That the carbon dioxide, if left to expand in there, is going to generate way more than 5 atmospheres of pressure. It expands to 1,000 times its volume as a solid.
So there's 70% of the planet fills 90% of your body. Now, a liquid like water gets heated up and it boils. You cool it down and it freezes. But not everything transitions so gracefully between states. Here we've got some solid water, some solid carbon dioxide. Now, the solid water is going to melt exactly like you hopefully expect. Carbon dioxide skips the liquid and goes directly to a gas. As it skips liquid, it can have extremely explosive results.
Usually we slow things down, but in this case we're speeding things up. Note the ice cube on the left melts into a puddle of water. The dry ice on the right evaporates into thin air. But what if
This is the problem with me trying to create the liquid. What I need is a container that will hold more than 5 atmospheres of pressure. But won't hold too much more than that, because if it holds a lot more than that before it bursts, it's going to be a much more violent explosion. A plastic bottle will hold 5 atmospheres. It'll hold a lot more, in fact. But when it does rupture, it's a much more violent explosion. So it's a balancing act, trying to get it to become a liquid. I need something that is strong enough, but not too strong, that the pressure builds up too high, that if it bursts, it shatters the glass, takes my eye out.
that dry ice had no place to go? Say it was trapped inside a bottle.
The dry ice is just solid carbon dioxide. It freezes at about 107 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. Now that water is at room temperature. That's almost 200 degrees different from the dry ice. So it melts really quickly, but carbon dioxide skips the liquid and goes directly to a gas. Because it skips liquid, it can have extremely explosive results.
Now I know what you're thinking. Why is Jeff cutting up pieces
That's way more than 5 atmospheres.
Now we're showing you this a few times so you know what it looks like, so you never ever feel like trying it yourself.
If you ever think about trying it yourself, let me tell you 2 things. This is a bomb. It's considered a bomb by the police and law enforcement officials. So you'll be charged with detonating a bomb, an explosive device. And not only, more importantly, it'll blow your hand and face off. So don't ever try this. They won't sell dry ice to you anyway. But again, horrible idea. Horrible idea. There was a bomb that went off in an airport not too long ago. It was about a month or 2 ago in California. That was a dry ice bomb. And persons, I'm sure, facing a very long jail sentence. Didn't hurt anybody, just thought it was a prank. But you're not too smart if a prank to you is setting a bomb off in an airport. You're obviously not paying attention to anything going on in the news or reality. So, horrible idea. I'll dump this in there. If you want to just feel it on your way out the door, you can. Other than that, thank you very much. Great job. It's just air, that's why. It doesn't feel like anything.
How's it feel? How's it feel? Hey, gentlemen, keep moving. Thank you, Mr.
You're
Sheriff.
welcome. Good job! Nice! Good job. You got it. All right. You got it.
Can I just touch one of them?
Be ready to drop it. It's going to burn your hand. Yeah, yeah.
It's not getting any different. I don't feel anything.
Yeah, because it's just gas, honey. You walk through gas as you walk down the hall. Yeah, carbon dioxide gas, it's all around you. That's a good question, honey. That's not straight carbon dioxide gas, okay? That's mixing with the water that's in there, so it's water vapor too.
It's too cold. I tried it. Can I just take that?
No, you're not taking it. You can feel it if you want real quick. It's cold though. It's gonna burn your hand.
That's what I did. I was like, no, I could do it. Mr. Sheriff, can I have my water bottle?
No! Didn't we just talk about how dumb that is?
No, like leave it uncovered.
No.
Can I have my public pass?
Huh?
Can I have my public pass?
Come after school and get it. I don't have it on me right now. Hold it for a second. It's not that bad.
I put my finger on that little piece of...
It does burn though, if you hold it long enough. And it will give you frostbite, which doesn't go away.
I saw this thing that they do salt and ice, and you put ice on it and well,
Yeah.
salt first.
It's like about
Yeah, it freezes
2
for
or 3 seconds when it starts to really burn.
Doesn't burn.
Right.
If you hold, it'll burn.
Can't really feel it.
Alright, let's go eat. What do you say?
Like those pieces give you frostbite if you just hold it.
Yeah. Not long. 10 seconds? Yes. No. I had a tough guy a couple of years ago. I put it on his hand. He's like, I don't feel anything. And of course, I got a call from his mother because his hands burned. John Dress. When you see him at the high school, call him Memorial. Actually, he goes to Mona Catholic. All right, everybody out. Out, 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 out. I want to eat. Because the bottom's liquid ice. H2O ice. H2O ice. All right, out, 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 out. Bye, bye, bye. Been fun. Been real, been fun. Ain't been real fun. Westgate. Don't let me see you around here again. Filming class. Yeah, yeah.
Right there. You're not gonna be able to.
We're never gonna get to it at this rate. Morrison, what temperature is dry ice at? So dry ice is at negative 80 degrees Celsius, which is about negative 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's forget dry ice. Let's talk about ice. What is going to happen to ice in its solid state, water, in its solid state, when energy is added? It's going to melt. Can you be a little more specific, Calidropoulos? It's going to go from a solid to a what? In fact, that's already happening. Let's speed it up a little, shall we? Oh my God, it is melting. Yes. Open that. It's working. It's melting. It works. Hair is extremely flammable. Yeah. Here's some more ice. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. Here's a piece of ice. What's going to happen to it?
It's not gonna melt.
It's not gonna, it's gonna stay solid.
Yeah.
Stay solid.
There's a gas.
So when I add energy to solid carbon dioxide, it will stay solid. Yes? It's going to become a gas liquid thing that falls. It's a gas that falls down.
Because it's really cold, so
What about, is it going to drip? Is it going to become a liquid?
no, it's gonna come a gas.
So you're telling me solid is going to go straight to a gas and not become a liquid?
Yes, you said that they can. That's your chocolate.
Disposition?
You explained it yesterday. I remember.
No drips. Odd. No one's getting wet. Did it stay the same? No. What? Did it become a liquid? But here's the sublimation. But here's the $1,000,000 question, Maggie. Why didn't it become a liquid? There was plenty of energy. Why didn't it become a liquid? It did go from a solid to a gas. Why didn't it become a liquid though? Yes? Okay, but why doesn't carbon dioxide go from a solid to a liquid to a gas like water? Yeah, Maggie? You do. Yeah, Annie? What about it? Two things determine its phase. Temperature, which I have plenty of. I'll heat that thing. I'll get it really hot. And pressure. So we had plenty of temperature. What didn't we have enough of? We didn't have enough atmospheric pressure. We didn't have enough air pressure. There is simply not enough air pressure in this room for that to become a liquid. It can become a gas. And in fact, it can become a gas a lot faster. Why does it become a gas? Why does it go from solid to gas? I'm saying, why does it even change in the first place? Why does it become a gas? What? Yes, because there was energy. Heat energy. It was heated up. Energy was added. Energy was added. There was heat energy. Yes. Heat energy. I'm just trying to get rid of those. Yeah, it heats up a lot faster. It heats up a lot faster if I surround it with something that's really warm, like water. So when I surround it with nice warm water, it's gonna become a gas really fast. Okay. Now it's becoming a gas really quickly. Oh, I'll let everyone will get to feel it. I'll show it to everybody. Everyone will get to feel it. But let's look at it. What is that gas, Martinez? Good job! You're doing good! I like you. In a teacher-student type of way. What observations can you make about carbon dioxide gas by looking at that? Your seat's going to be moved. What observations? Look at it. What observations can you make about carbon dioxide gas by seeing that? Where is carbon dioxide gas going when it leaves that container? Yeah? It turns into a gas. This is the carbon dioxide gas. Where is the carbon dioxide gas going? Yes? Why? You're not sure. Yes, Chet? The atmospheric pressure? If you want to quietly use your phone, go ahead. Quietly. Yeah? It's amazing. As soon as I said you can take a picture, it got loud. Just do it quietly. What? Good job! Wish everyone heard. Stavrula. Carbon dioxide molecules are more dense. They're heavier than what's in this room, mostly nitrogen and oxygen. They're heavier. They go down. They go down. They're more dense. When I bought the carbon dioxide yesterday, again, it has to be at negative 110 degrees Fahrenheit in order to stay a solid. I know it's not that cold out. So when I bought it yesterday from the guy, $40 a box, I said, how much am I going to... I'm going to leave it in the trunk of my car. I said, how much am I going to lose over the course of the night? He said, you're going to leave it in the trunk? I said, yeah. He said, well, make sure you air out the car before you get in the morning. I said, wow, smart. I didn't think of that. Smart. Why? Why am I airing out my car before I get in it after a box of carbon dioxide's been in it all night? Sublimating. Yeah, Maggie? The carbon dioxide could kill me? The car is full of carbon dioxide? Well, let's put it this way. If the car is full of carbon dioxide, what's it not full of? Oxygen that I need to breathe. So I said, smart, good idea. Let me do that.
If we didn't tell you, you'd have a death on this hand.
Either way, over the course of the night, half of the carbon dioxide solid that was in the box became a gas. It filled up my car. So yeah, when I got in it this morning, I opened it up and aired it out a little bit.
That's sick.
Was it?
The whole car went white.
No. It doesn't stay white like that. If you notice, the white goes away quick. And honestly, this is not purely the truth, because it's white because it's carbon dioxide that's mixed with water vapor. If it was straight carbon dioxide, which we all breathe out, you wouldn't see anything. So it's not the whole truth, okay? It's not the... But is it even carbon dioxide? Is it even carbon dioxide?
No, I think it's just carbon.
Is it even carbon dioxide? Well, we have a way to find out.
How'd you get dry?
We have a way to find out, because this is this water's already too hot. Here's some water. And this stuff here, this is a chemical they use to test for carbon dioxide. It's called bromethyl blue. It's blue. Unless it's in the presence of carbon dioxide. In the presence of carbon dioxide, it'll turn colors. Ah, see? This already isn't working, because go rinse this out in the... No, just in the water fountain. Just swish it around, rinse it out, and then fill it up with fresh water. This has been used already. This has already been used today, and there's been carbon dioxide all around it. And even though you didn't see it, there was a lot of carbon dioxide gas in here. And it's already changing the color of the water, because it should stay blue. It should stay blue.
Carbon dioxide.
When he comes back with the clean water that's not contaminated with carbon dioxide, it's going to be more blue. Yes? In here? Great question. This blue stuff turns yellow in the presence of carbon dioxide.
So the gas is yellow. Just right there now.
The gas would be yellow? Alright, we're going to find out as soon as he gets back. Here, while we're waiting for him, here is some more of the phase diagrams that I showed you yesterday, but here are two. Here is the water one. Here's 1 atmosphere of water, right here. So you see again what we saw yesterday. 1 atmosphere, ice, solid water, ladies, please stop, again. Solid water, ice, at 0 degrees becomes water, liquid water, at 1 atmosphere. And liquid water becomes gas at 100 degrees. Look here, though. Here's carbon dioxide. Here's 1 atmosphere here. What happens? This is why I don't like the phones. Put the phones away. Lima. But you're not listening. You're not learning anything. You can play with the phone all afternoon. Not now. Yes?
There's not enough atmosphere to make a liquid.
There's not enough atmosphere for it to become a liquid. Lima, how much atmosphere do I need in order for carbon dioxide to become a liquid? Look at the graph. Thanks, buddy. Someone raise a hand, help her out. If she needs help. Maybe she doesn't. How much atmospheric pressure do I need to see carbon dioxide liquid? Junior? Interpret? That's the temperature. How much atmosphere, the y-axis going up and down, how much atmospheric pressure do I need to see liquid carbon dioxide? Ardunis? You're looking at the temperature. I'm asking you about pressure.
5.11.
More than 5.11. Yes, good. The only way you're going to see liquid carbon dioxide if the atmospheric pressure is 5.11 times that of Earth. That's not going to happen in this room. We are under 1 atmosphere of Earth. We need 5 to see liquid carbon dioxide. More than 5. More than 5. We'll get back to that. Either way, he just got me a nice fresh thing of water. I'll put some more of this blue stuff in. It should stay blue, because there's no carbon dioxide in that container. This container had some carbon dioxide molecules hanging around in there, and when I put the water in there, the stuff changed a little bit of color. So now if I put some carbon dioxide, or what I think might be carbon dioxide in here, we'll be able to tell if it's carbon dioxide or not by the color change. If it changes color, then we know we have carbon dioxide. And lo and behold, we do have carbon dioxide. We do have carbon dioxide. That proves it. That proves it. Yeah, again, there was a little bit of carbon dioxide in the other one already, so it was already starting to turn yellow. Now it will completely turn yellow. Alright, let's talk about another very important thing. This is the most important thing, honestly. The carbon dioxide is going from solid to gas. This is what it looks like. If you were to look at the molecules that make up carbon dioxide, here is what they are, as a solid, as dry ice. What is happening to them? How are they behaving differently? Raise your hand, get called on. That's getting obnoxious. Can you get rid of that? Get one like this. It's not as bad. Maggie, what's changing about these molecules? These molecules, as a solid, do they move? Savrula? Excellent. They do move, but they're in fixed locations, which is why they're solid. Their shape doesn't change because they do vibrate in place. They do. But whatever molecules the next to, they're stuck to. So what's changing about them when they're becoming this? Yeah, Callum? They're moving all around? Let me ask you this. What about the amount of space they take up? They're taking up more space, less space, or the same amount of space? They take up more space when they become a gas? You think they do? Let me ask you again very simply. Why are they going from solid to gas? Excellent. Good job. They're being heated up. Energy is being added in the form of heat. And they're going from solid to gas, and you're saying they expand when they heat up? You are. Anybody disagree? I do. Anybody besides me? You disagree? You disagree too. Stop disagreeing because you're wrong. Stop disagreeing because you're wrong. Please remember this very important science fact for the rest of your life. It is very important. It will affect your daily life every single day. When things heat up, they expand. When things cool down, they contrast and become smaller. So things that heat up expand, which makes them less dense, which is why they rise. A hot air balloon rises because the air expands and becomes less dense. Hot air balloons fly because they use fire to heat the air in the balloon, which makes it expand, which causes it to become less dense, and it rises. Things that heat up expand. We'll prove it right now. Yes?
When you have ice and you put it like maybe in a plastic, a hard plastic case, and you put it in the freezer and it freezes, doesn't ice expand enough?
You're saying water expands as it cools?
Yeah.
Water freezes? It does. Water is one of the only substances that does that. It is very unique in that way, and I mentioned that yesterday. Forget what water, okay? You're right. Water is less dense as a solid than it is as a liquid, and it was one of the only substances that has that property. It is one of the only substances that has that property. Let's find out if carbon dioxide expands, though, when it is heated up. So let's heat up some carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is being heated in this room right now because it's way hotter in this room than carbon dioxide likes. So here's some carbon dioxide. I'm going to heat it up, and I'm going to speed up the heating process by adding some water. And we're going to find out if it expands or not. Can I see if it's expanding here? No. Why? What I need is a sealed container to see. So there's some carbon dioxide in here. The water is just heating it up, so it's being heated up. Now we might be able to see whether or not it expands or not. It does? You see it expanding. So Callum is right. Things that do heat up do expand. They do. Will it?
Unless it's too much pressure, then that
depends on how much pressure the bag can handle. It all depends on how much pressure the bag can handle.
Hefty test.
Yeah, I said
Oh,
I
snap.
gave it 5 seconds.
You should've got a hefty.
5, 4, 3,
Yo, Ryan, you're so
1. I'm gonna like get down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pump. Oh god.
Oh, crap. Can I go pump it with my hands?
Why is it expanding? Because it's heating up! Because it's heating up! Because it's heating up. Again, you need some kind of sealed container if you want to see it expand, because we can't see gases in this room. We can't see them. But if we have them in a sealed container, we can see the expansion of the container. Yes? What? Here's the thing with touching it. It's very cold. You will get what's called frostbite. Frostbite is, it will kill the cells in your skin, and the thing is, it doesn't ever get fixed. So that part of your skin is always going to be a problem. So no, you don't want to touch it. You don't want to touch it. Can you sit? Another way you can kind of seal the gases in a container is this way. Another way you can seal it in a container is, I'm not going to seal this whole thing, but what I'm going to do is seal it in a container of a different kind. I'm going to seal it in this container. I'll seal it in this container. And again, if we speed the process up a little bit. So now we see. So now, if you want to touch it, you can. Just grab some. Let me add some more water. Let me add some more water.
Yo, my bag.
Oh wow, that's so cool. Oh my god.
Want to touch it, Tim?
It smells weird. Can I have some more? I want
Hey, look at Rain.
It feels like soda or something.
They're just soap bubbles, but they're just bubbles filled with carbon dioxide.
I hate you.
Touch it. You want to grab it? Whose bag's that?
I didn't even get any.
It's getting cold. It's getting cold. All right, sit. 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 Be careful running around. Now the floor is slippery. Someone's going to break their neck.
Your hand kind of smells like Mountain Dew after.
All right, sit, please. You can actually make bigger bubbles. I'll try real quick. Actually. All right, let's try something harder though. Let's try something harder real quick, okay? It's recording. Any chance? Just wherever you see, I don't know, big. I just need some too. All right, thanks. All right. Let's try something harder. Let's try something harder. Let's try something harder. I have dry ice. We can see it in solid and gaseous form. We've done that now. How can I see it as a liquid? I want to see carbon dioxide liquid. How can that happen in this room?
Apply pressure.
I need to increase the pressure, right? In this room? We'll all be killed. We'll all be killed. I need to increase the pressure where the carbon dioxide is. But if I increase the pressure in here to 5 atmospheres in this room, we'll all die.
Is there a chance that you'll accidentally do that?
Here's how we can try it, and I'll be honest, it's not working. But we'll try it. This might be the class. You're gonna burn your hand if you touch that. Alright, thanks. Here's what we're gonna do. I am gonna crush up some dry ice. I got it. I'm just gonna crush it up. The only reason I'm crushing it up like that is so that I can fit it into this container. This is a little plastic container. I'm going to cut the top off if I can find my scissors. Okay. I'm going to put some in here. Alright. So there it is. It's about half full of carbon dioxide. And the carbon dioxide right now is sublimating. It's going from solid to gas. And the pressure is not changing in this container because the top's open. So as the pressure builds up, it just spills right out. Now, what we can do is, we can close the top, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this device here. Just use a flat piece of metal and a round piece of metal. And I'm going to close the top. I'm not going to be able to hold it with my hand. I'm not strong enough to do that. I need a pair of pliers. And you're going to have to look really carefully. Up here. Can you move just a little bit? Because I'm going to do it in here. That water is not only going to magnify our view, but it's going to provide the heat source to speed this up a little bit. And hopefully, one of two things is going to happen. I'm going to put this in that water, I'm going to pinch the top, and I'm going to hold it tight. And what are the two things that might happen? Yeah, Silva? The carbon dioxide will melt into a liquid. I'll see liquid carbon dioxide. That is one option. That is not what's been happening. The other possibility is what, Dave? No, because if I seal the top in here, the pressure is going to build up. And eventually, if the pressure keeps building up, it's going to get over 5.11 atmospheres. And then it will be a liquid. So that's her option. That could happen. What else could happen? Sorry, Matt. Become a gas inside the container? But if it's becoming a gas inside the container, that means atmospheric pressure is increasing. Yes? Yeah, lady? Yeah, the container might do the same thing the plastic bag did and rupture. You okay? Sure. Don't touch it. Alright, so give it a shot. Any chance I can get a little more room? Give it a shot. Can you guys see?
What happens if you eat it?
It's gonna freeze. It's gonna kill the cells in your mouth, and you're never gonna work again. Alright. Yeah, please. Alright, here we go. We'll try it. Hasn't worked yet. Seen it work on the internet yesterday, though. Same exact way. Alright, here we go. Look very carefully. One of two things is going to happen. It's either going to become a liquid, or this container is not going to be able to handle it, and it's going to pop.
Yeah, can we turn it off?
You can. I don't know if it's going to be better or worse.
Hey, go turn it off. Yeah.
I see it. Do you see it at the bottom? There is liquid carbon dioxide in there. You can see it bubbling. See it? So we have more than 5 atmospheres of pressure in there now. There is liquid carbon dioxide in there. It looks just like water. Now watch this. When I release the pressure, watch what happens when I release the pressure. Well, what happens is, I don't think it was built up that much. Let me zoom in a little bit, see if it makes it any better. Alright, we'll try it again. I don't think I'm holding it tight enough. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. It became a liquid for a second. It became a liquid for a second. Let's try it one more time. It became a liquid for a second. That's just water. That's just water.
Why does it burn?
It doesn't. It freezes.
I know, but why does it like burn your
What causes the mist? Give me an idea.
Is that what you use for smoke machines?
Not really. No,
How'd
no.
you grab that whole thing with your hand?
Yeah, how do you grab the ice?
All right, try it one more time. All right, here we go. All right. There it is. There it is. That's the first class that it's worked in. It became a liquid. It did. It did become a liquid. Let's try one more thing real quick. Try and make a bigger bubble. Try and make a bigger bubble. Try and make a bigger bubble. This hasn't worked yet either, but we'll try it. Yeah, we're getting lucky. try and make a bigger. Ah, yeah, but see, I'm trying to make one bubble, not a bunch. Yeah, that's not working. Insanity? That's not gonna work. Alright, you guys are in luck for another reason, because you are my last class. So pack up all your stuff nice and calmly and neatly now. We'll go down the pool and we'll throw this rest of this in there. Alright, listen, I want to go. Mr. Picorni, can you just be the last one out? Just be... Straight down to the pool. Straight down to the pool. Got it for Christmas from my mommy. Oh, nice. I love to ski. Where'd you go? Sunapee? I love Sunapee. Hi, how are you? Good. I'll go open it. Just stay calm. Stay calm. Someone. This will be first. I only used a little bit of it. Most of it's in here.
Can't save it, huh? Just won't last.
It doesn't. Well, it doesn't last. It doesn't last. Yeah. Ah, it feels nice and warm. This one, right? Man, I wish I could go swimming. I wish I could go swimming. All right, here we go. Is this blinking? Is that blinking? Sublimation, Mr. Cheney. Straight from solid to gas. Not enough atmospheric pressure on Earth for it to become a liquid. Next pool party, Mr. Cheney. We know what we're getting. Box of dry ice. Yeah. Bubbles, sure, yeah.
We should put it in the other pool.
didn't think it was going to go that much. Yeah. Surprised it puts out that much gas. 1,000 times expansion from solid to gas. What hasn't risen any higher? It quickly dissipates with the air in the room, so... Yeah, it quickly dissipates. I know it does. It doesn't last that long, though. Good idea. I like that.
Put on gloves, put some dry ice in one, pour some water, and just be like, wow.
Don't hold it too long. It's going to burn your hand. Fahrenheit. 86 Celsius, the pool would be boiling. You'd be dead. It'd be 200 degrees. All right, homeroom, let's go. Oh, anytime. Thank you for using the pool. Do it again sometime. What's the tile? What's a tile? Oh, you're all set. Yeah. Lining.
No, that will
Yeah.
Is it gonna hurt?
Yeah, and not only that, it's gonna hurt for the rest of your life. It's never gonna heal.
What? I just touched one.
I told you, don't touch it.
I touch it, it doesn't hurt.
Homeroom, let's go. Oh, it'll be gone. It'll be gone in 2 seconds. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. No one dropped their phone in the pool. It's a miracle. Yeah, GoPro. Christmas present. Yeah, this will get on some boating trips. Thank you, Mr. Cheney.
Hey, if we're trying to shoot a movie, we know what to throw into the field.
Yeah, right. That's what they use a lot of the time. Just walk up to homeroom like you've done it before. did record it. I don't know that it was tilted down enough though.
Hi YouTube, how's it going?
That's it? That's all you got?
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Hi.
What's that? Do I care what?
I was filming.
About the pool thing? No, I don't care.
He filmed. Wait, can I like say hi to YouTube again? So, hi YouTube. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Battle Bros 100. I just reached 90 subscribers. It's gonna cut off